How's it going, everybody? This is Paul from Paul's Predatory Fish, coming at you with a quick video today. We got some driftwood from Andy over at the Driftwood Outlet. Huge shout out to him. Thank you so much for sending that over my way. But we're gonna get a quick unboxing video of it. We're gonna give a quick review of it, you know, show the detail and all, and explain the business a little bit more and what Andy does. But he's a great guy. He reached out to me on Instagram. We made it a little arrangement, and I'm gonna show you what he sent me, and then we'll go from there on which tanks it's gonna get put into. I'm not sure if it's gonna go in the big tank or one of the 40-gallon breeders, but we'll see. So stay tuned, guys. We'll head upstairs and unbox it. It is a rather large box that he sent. Good thing it's only driftwood, because the UPS guy decided he wanted to play baseball with it. Battle up! So, but let's tear this open. All right, let's dive into the box, see what we've got inside. This is packed extremely well. A lot of thought is put into the packing. Nice bubble wrap. Each piece looks to be individually wrapped in tissue paper to protect from scratching, bumping. You don't want it to break in the journey. So we'll set all the pieces aside for now, and we'll open them individually one by one. That is just a neat little touch right there. One of the coolest cards I have ever seen. Very cool. And like I said, a lot of thought went into the packaging. Cardboard, big bubble wrap, small bubble wrap, medium bubble wrap, lots of tape. Very, very good. Because the way UPS or most shipping companies handle your package, they're gonna arrive with a nice dent in them, but that's just how it goes. Altogether, Andy hooked us up with 9 pieces of driftwood. We're gonna open these individually, take a glance at them, and see what exactly they look like. All right, so I guess we're gonna start with the skinny pieces and then work our way into some of the larger pieces. So the first piece we're going to take a look at, all of these are wrapped so well. Check this piece out. This is something that you can prop up or stack. Andy and I were talking about different, ways we could stack these in the tank or arrange these for some of the smaller fish, bigger fish, and so on. So that's the first piece. Very beautiful. He does a great job at cleaning these and making them tank safe. All right, here's the next piece. This is beautiful too. Look how it twists. Just looks like one beautiful root. That is fantastic. The way it twists. I'm dirty. It's very cool. Gives the grain a nice design. We got piece number 3. the detail in these is incredible. This is very good stuff. It's all locally sourced. He finds it in Wisconsin, I believe, and he pretty much hunts for it, and he finds some very, very epic things. Wow, look at all the little knots. This is a beautiful piece. Very pretty. So far we've opened 4 of these skinnier ones. As you can see, even stacked just like this, how good they look. Imagine, you know, arranging them in your tank a certain way, but lots and lots and lots of stuff we can do with this. On to some of the larger pieces now. This is quite a good sized piece. Wow. This is a gorgeous piece as well. Check out the end of that. Nice little area for a smaller fish to hide in, or hide behind or under, depending on how you place it in your tank. But this is fantastic. This is probably my favorite piece so far. This is gorgeous. Lightly sanded. He said he doesn't want to go too much into sanding unless that's something you're looking for, because too much sanding takes away the look and the natural aesthetic to the wood. So he makes a great point when he talks about that. Another really cool big root piece, big knot on the end of that. Check that out. Lots of little detail. He does a great job at processing these. Check that out. The way the water has worn into this, you can see each little ring in the tree. And you can probably count the age of this piece of wood too. Absolutely gorgeous. And all of these pieces are relatively lightweight too, which is nice. So that way, you know, if a fish moves it in your tank, it's not gonna break your glass of the tank. It's not going to chip or hurt another fish or something like that. But look at all of that. The color in this piece is phenomenal. You've still got some of the, it's not necessarily bark, but it's what's underneath bark before it gets to the pure wood. So you've got some of that left over to give it some more detail, more coloration, and just an overall more natural look. But this is a piece you could set down in your tank in the corner somewhere. Fish can almost swim underneath this, use the backside as a cave or a hide. That is a nice piece. That is a gorgeous piece. And the last piece, I have a feeling this one is going to be phenomenal. So I saved this one for last, kind of more or less as a surprise. But just look at that. This is just wow, honestly. See if I can show the detail there. But look at that. Not over sanded like I mentioned. The perfect amount to keep all that detail. Now, Andy over at the Driftwood Outlet likes to name the majority of the pieces he finds, and he usually has really good names for them, but I think I'm gonna one him up and I'm gonna name this one Pinocchio's Foot. I think that's a perfect name for that. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Huge thanks to Andy over at the Driftwood Outlet for sending all of these beautiful pieces of wood to me. He's a great guy, very smart, knows what he's doing. He goes scouting, looking for different pieces of driftwood, all locally sourced, and he's got an excellent way of processing these. It's all non-toxic, it's all pet safe, aquarium safe. It's not gonna affect your water. As well, he's willing to work with you and find out what pieces will fit your style or your tanks best. He's gonna ask you questions about what size tank you have, what fish are in that tank. When selecting these pieces of driftwood for me, he asked me what specific style I had in mind. And as you can tell, I'm more into the simplistic, plain and simple, longer pieces, the curved roots and stuff like that. I do appreciate the longer pieces that have all the little bends and curves and points sticking off them, but with my current fish, that almost seems like a hazard to me. So more or less, if you have the smaller fish and stuff like that, you'll be able to pick different styles for your specific fish or tank. And like my girlfriend always says, my fish are a little clumsy sometimes, so having those bulkier pieces all filled with points, they might tend to hurt themselves on it. I've had issues with bigger fish running into decorations and piercing their skin or their scales and overall just hurting themselves. So having something like this with the least amount of points, it's nice and light, it's not going to stand in the way. The fish won't get hurt on this type of stuff. So this is perfect for me. And remember to take into account, this isn't the only style of driftwood he has. He has tons and tons of different stuff. He's got root systems, tree trunks, branches, everything you can think of. This is just a small selection of what he has to offer. So go check him out, guys. Andy over at the Driftwood Outlet. Like I said before, he's a great guy, super smart, knows what he's doing, and he is going to work with you to help you pick out the best pieces of driftwood for you and your tank. And remember that just because this is the type of driftwood I'm adding to my tank doesn't mean you have to add this specific style to your tank. Play around with it, see what you like, do some research, check out different styles of driftwood and how people have them implemented into their tank, and go from there. But this is what I like. Like I said, the simplicity of it, it just helps my tanks out.